All right, I would like to do a teardown.
Cool.
And I want it to be super fun. So let's do Star Trek.
Don't know about that. Do not know about that.
All right, hold on, let me try again. Let's do Star Trek.
Still
Did I get it right?
Still not right. And the official Star Trek store is on Shopify. Not to be confused with the official Gene Roddenberry store, which installed a couple of our apps, and we were excited by that.
They did. I was very excited. Okay, let's head to...
shop.startrek.com.
I'm going to shop.startrek.com on my desktop device. Should I do it on mobile?
I mean, I guess, if you want.
You know, it's a bunch of effort. I'm just going to stick to desktop for now.
Oh, and this store was done by Snow Commerce, who was the same company that stole the minor league baseball store out from underneath me that I decided in my mind I was going to do.
I was going to say, that's quite the retelling of events.
So they're my nemesis.
I say, you know, I don't think they know who you are.
Well, Nemesis can work that way. The Joker was doing stuff before Batman knew who the Joker was.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Yeah. See? Works out.
So, you're going to rob their bank or whatever? All right, StarTrekShop.com, shop.StarTrek.com, the official Star Trek shop. And
check out this menu.
It is operated by Snow Commerce, Inc.
Yeah. Check out this top menu. All things involving shopping. Shop by series. Love that idea. You're probably going to the store and you're like, I want DS9 stuff. Get that Lower Decks crap out of here.
This is them knowing their audience.
Yeah.
So good job, Snow Commerce.
Collections, shop by product, that's pretty crazy. And then bestsellers. I love having bestsellers because I think a lot of people that go to your store, they kind of know what they want, but they're not sure. And then
sometimes I want you to tell me, get me started, and then I'll start exploring it more.
Yeah, like if you give me the bestsellers, that's generally a good idea of like what's the actual best thing on the store.
Especially when it's a big catalog. I'm going to go to collection/all.
This is a huge catalog. I'm telling
Collection/all. It'll dump out all the products. Okay, they've got sorting on here. 1,335 products in this store.
Yeah.
And yet, their menu is not a complete disaster. So it's possible to have a lot of items, a big catalog, and have a totally sane menu. And they do a lovely mega menu with images. I think it looks really nice. Okay, so what are we shopping for today on Star Trek Shop?
Well, I know you're a pure only TNG guy. So
I am. TNG's my jam, and that's it.
Deep Space Nine is probably better from an overall artistic standpoint. I don't know. Let's look at the TNG collection.
Okay, so great example of knowing their audience and making it easy. I've chosen the Shop by Series dropdown, and I'm just going to write in there, Star Trek The Next Generation. I see my boy Jean-Luc, Shop Collection. And lo and behold, it takes me right to a lovely collection. It's got a hero image in the collection that looks like the image I just clicked on. No collection description, but I don't think one is necessary unless there's some like really common objection.
I feel like this left-hand
their filtering could be better.
Their filtering, it's like product categories, that kind of helps. Well, series, that doesn't help at all. My
guess is for the collection sorting, they're not using an app. This is built into the theme. So you're pretty limited in what you could do unless you want to go like insane with collection templates.
Yeah. So really what they want to do is they want to install an app called Product Filter and Search.
By Booster.
They
don't sponsor us. I don't really have an affiliation to them, but man, their support is so good and that app is so good.
That app is great. We use it on a ton of stores. We love it. Their support is spectacular. Anytime we have a problem, it's solved in 24 hours.
Yes.
Like if you have any sort of catalog with like a couple hundred products in it, install this app immediately.
Yeah, because then you get because they could have sorting on the left side of this where it would be a lot more granular. It'd be like, all right, do you want, show me price range stuff or like set price ranges. Show me, I could break it down by product type because they've got like shirts and glassware and masks and all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah.
And show me like, all right, here's stuff you could have personalized. Yes, no. So that you could really, really clean this up. Because even we're going down into just the next generation collection, there's still almost 300 products in here.
Yeah, and it's just like and it's so widely varied. I mean, right at the top, we got a t-shirt, we got a coffee mug, we got a face mask, we got a Picard decal for your car, we got pint glasses, we got hats. Like,
honestly, I would set even the easiest way out of this, like just immediately, would be if they had set the default sorting to best selling. Because when you do that, then suddenly it makes more sense. And the first thing is this really cool. I think I love it. A
face mask,
a face mask, but looks like the Star Trek uniform. Chateau Picard wine glasses, Chateau Picard hoodies that look like you visited this fictional place. I really love this raglan Chateau Picard hoodie. I think it's great.
I do like this thing. They got fast ship item down there. Like, I would like a better definition of what that means.
Well, and I think that, it does say fast ship item. The danger there is it implies everything else is slow ship.
Yeah, you're like, well, the other things are 6 to 8 weeks.
Which, okay, if it were like, my guess is that is left over from the holidays.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that's probably where people were worried about shipping getting. So they were saying, all right, here's the items could also be a merchandising strategy. Like, all right, here's the stuff we got to move. Yeah, just market fast ship.
I clicked on the Picard wine glass. It's 5 to 7 business days for your order to ship. Due to current events, some shipments and deliveries may be delayed. We appreciate your patience, blah, blah, blah. Man, 5 to 7 business days before it hits the
2
mail.
weeks. That also could be expectation setting.
Thumbs down.
Where I order it, I get it 3 days later, and I'm like, wow, they really nailed it. All right, go back, scroll down.
I also want to note they got quick view turned on. We generally do not like quick view because
I don't think you're going to, especially on apparel, you're not going to use it. It's not going to happen.
Well, previously it would like kind of blow up your page load time because it's loading. I'm
willing to bet that by this point, some people have quick view in a sane fashion that doesn't wreck your collection page load time.
Yeah, the old implementations of quick view were like really bad. In terms of page load
loop
time.
nested nightmares.
Yeah. All right. So this page is 3 megabytes transferred. So
all right. There's one product
clearly fine.
I want you to look at with me.
All right.
Oh, we should run the store through the Google page speed tool.
All right. I'll just do the homepage.
You run the homepage in the background. The product I want you to look at, you're gonna love it. Star Trek: The Next Generation Bluetooth Communicator Badge.
Ooh.
Isn't that awesome?
I gotta scroll down to find it.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. And it makes the noise.
What does it do? Oh, it's sold out too.
It's sold out, but they're clever. It's sold out, and they have this huge thing in here. Email me when available. Get notified when this product is back in stock. I have signed up for it, and this is, this could be Klaviyo, this could be back in stock. There's a lot of back in stock alert apps. But the one that's built into the theme, in most themes, just sends you an email to tell you that someone wants to know. What are you supposed to do with that? You got to have an app to extend it out.
Okay, so it's like a Bluetooth speaker that's attached to your shirt.
And it chirps.
It does chirp, but it is kind of weird that I guess Siri is like...
Use it with Siri.
I mean, when you have, in our office, we have Alexa responds to computer instead of Alexa. So yeah, if you could set up Siri that way to be like, computer, what's this? And then it'll speak out through your badge. Okay, that's cool.
All right, there are 9 of those Jeff Bezos devices in my house. We can't say her name here.
Oh, damn it.
She is she who must not be named. And so this thing looks sweet. This product page is very straightforward. They've got a wish list on here, which I like for stuff like this, like especially gift giving. But then they have social share buttons.
Social share buttons, waste of time.
Yeah, and it's right above the description. They do have this fast ship item badge. I like this. Around the holidays. I don't know that I like it necessarily makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, they explained the fast ship thing. The fast ship items ship faster than most. It typically takes 1 business day. So this product page is clean. It's nice. It's straightforward. It's not winning any design awards. It doesn't have to.
But who cares?
Yeah. This is an $80 Bluetooth. If this were available, I would have bought it on the show right now.
I do not want a store that wins design awards. I don't want that.
Because it's often at the detriment of usability.
Exactly. At usability and confusing people using the store. I want the most streamlined purchasing process. I don't want cool design.
Yeah, are you trying to impress your customers or other web designers?
Or like you're trying to make yourself.
If you want to impress
cool.
other web designers, that's fine. Just be honest with yourself about it.
Exactly.
And I love some of those really designy sites. I just know they're not necessarily the best for conversion.
Nugs.
Well, Nugs worked on me, so conversion won.
Do you see that store that totally ripped off of Nugs?
Yeah, but they had like no audience. I mean, it was like it appeared to be a really tiny store. So like, why even bother?
I mean, it was just straight up, they copied it. What is the Google PageSpeed Insights store for this massive professional snow commerce multi-billion-dollar franchise?
I know that the most expensive stores or the highest earning stores often are under 20. They're in the teens. I'm going with 17.
Oh, 22.
22? Wow.
Yeah.
You guys. Give me the mobile versus desktop breakdown, sir.
What do I do with that? Oh, there's a thing. Oh, yeah. Mobile's 22. That's standard store. Desktop, 71.
Okay, I
So
really
still
like...
in the yellow. I
really like the Chateau Picard hoodie. I'm going to buy it.
All right.
I'm going to buy it on the show. And so all right, first issue I see here. They've got the color swatch, and it's a custom color swatch. I love that. So many people don't do this. And then under size, here's a danger option. It defaults to small. So Kurt's really excited about this item, adds it to cart, but doesn't change the size. Now you got to deal with me being annoyed and exchanging it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, given that these are probably print-on-demand items, your profit margin's gone. So
We got another problem here.
there's no size guide.
There's no size guide.
I don't know which size to get.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, I'm generally, for clothing, I'm either a 2XL or a 3XL. But if I get a 2XL and their sizing is set up that it's a 3XL, like, I can't wear it.
I'm a barrel-chested freak.
I know you are.
My chest is 44 inches around.
I know.
I need the size guide. Because in some of the stuff I'm in XL.
The surgeon made comments to Emily about my gigantic. He said I was very deep. When he was trying to cut into me. He's like, he's big. He's very deep.
Oh my God.
And she's like, thanks.
I need to lie down. Thanks. Okay, that's the punchline. Thanks. Man, do I do a larger? Yeah, I'm going to do an XL.
I mean, this is all we have. In product details, we have fit. Long raglan sleeves gives this hoodie a more comfortable fit.
This is torturing me. I want this shirt. I don't know what size to buy.
I'd get the 2 because at least if it's a little too big, you're comfy.
Well, this is my system. If it's L and it's too tight, I'm just not wearing it ever.
Yeah.
If it's XL and it fits, great. If it's XL and it's a little big, pajama shirt.
Yeah, I think, and it's going to shrink a little bit.
Okay, well, maybe not because it says 50% polyester. You could 25% rayon. You could see where I'm really tortured here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it like nerd sizing where it's like too big?
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what do I do, Paul? Larger XL.
You buy I don't know. You buy the bigger one. Err on the side of bigger, I always
I'm
say.
going to go with the XL. Okay. So their quick view cart, the dynamic checkout buttons are like totally jacked.
Which is, in their defense,
this happens on like 80% of stores.
this is very typical because the way that Shopify does dynamic checkout buttons, it's just literally one line of code, and then Shopify just takes it from there and jams it all in, and they kind of change it all the time.
They're tweaking it so when you apply styles on it, then often those break.
So like you apply styles where you're like, all right, I put it in and it was kind of jacked up, so I had to like move the margins around a little, and then they change it so now your margins are like way off, and so now it looks even more broken, and it's just this constant dance.
Well, the other problem
is you can't really like get in there and make it all line up.
Do you have the drawer cart open?
Yes.
You have to scroll down to get to all the options.
Yeah, this padding on top, why is it so huge?
And they've got that note, shipping taxes, discounts calculated, checkout. I always remove that.
Get that out of here. Who cares?
Checkout, I rename it, proceed to checkout. That's not a big deal. But I do like they have a note in here, have a discount code, continue to checkout to redeem it. People were emailing like, where do I put in the coupon code? And on mobile, the mobile checkout in Shopify, the order summaries collapsed by default, and that's where the coupon code goes. So it creates some confusion. Should I check out in their checkout, or should I check out with one of their several mobile options? Shop Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, Amazon Pay?
I would click checkout, but yeah, there's a class here, drawer inner, that's like the beginning of all of it's the area where all the products would be. It just has 90 pixels of margin on top of it.
All right, I
no
have Honey, a Chrome extension installed.
I know you do.
And it says, we'll test and apply coupons.
You love Honey.
And it even says, high coupon success. All right, I'm applying them. It only has one, Trek Fan 15. Did it work? Let's find out. It worked!
You
Sweet.
15% off?
Yes, I saved $5.24.
Wow.
$5.69.
So this is good. I would like to see a little bit. Are you in the checkout?
Yes.
It's good. They got that Star Trek Shop official logo. Good job there. I'd like to see a little bit more color changes here, like the continue the shipping button. That's
the blue is
default.
very much, it's the default. But they put the logo in.
I mean, yeah.
Most people miss that.
It's 100% good enough. You're fine with it. I'm just saying, if you want to make it just a little bit better.
All right, I got Shop Pay.
Also, we got this giant red promo codes do not apply to charity products thing. Clearly, they were having some issues with that.
And you could tell they're on Plus based on that.
True.
I mean, I kind of assumed it, but
yeah.
All right, I put in my email address. I got to use Shop Pay. Immediately was like, hey, here's a code. And so to skip me ahead to paying for my item, we will be putting this on my MasterCard and pay now. Let's see what the confirmation page looks like.
You can do it as a business expense?
No, MasterCard, that's actually my Apple Card. Because if I did it as a business expense, I got to buy you one too.
Yeah, no shit.
It doubles the cost. Okay, and then on the their order confirmation page, they're not doing anything with it. They do have the option where I can get updates by text, and I could download the track order with Shop app. Those are options in your checkout settings in Shopify to turn those on. But sometimes you see people like, hey, here's a post-purchase upsell, or hey, how did you hear about us? Like a survey question. So there's some opportunities to optimize on the order confirmation page. And I don't see those here, but that's not a criticism. Just,
will you
something I looked for.
Go back to the exterior?
All right, I'm on their homepage again.
All right, put it in mobile sizing.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, I have it in front of me.
There's like too many icons jammed over there.
Let me refresh this. Too many icons jammed where?
On the top with like the search and the menu and the shopping cart.
Yeah, it's really close together. You need that breathing room for when I fat finger it.
Well, and I assume they're thinking, all right, so I'm holding my phone. What the hell? I'm holding my phone like this, and like I'm holding it in my right hand. Most people are right-handed, and I'm using my right thumb. So like stuff on the right side, obviously easier to access. Let's put the menu on the right side. But then they put too much stuff on the right side.
Yeah, if it was just spaced out a little better.
Yeah, those icons are way too close together.
They have the COVID-19 shipping updates in their announcement bar. They have an announcement bar that scrolls through messages, just says two. They do, this is an interesting one. The hero image on the homepage is optimized for mobile versus desktop. It is two different images.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
They do a lot of like side scrolling of these
which I don't like.
I don't like that either. They should,
because I'm already scrolling.
Just keep the grid.
Yeah, pixels are free. Just let me scroll down. It's fine. They've got holiday specific stuff. There's some St. Patrick's Day things in here.
They should have the terrible Irish stereotypes from Up the Long Ladder.
I'm not familiar.
You don't know where they pick up like it's horrible Irish stereotypes from like the poor Irish planet that they like have to transport, and there's like the hot daughter that Riker sleeps with. Oh,
I have seen this episode. I know what you're talking about. So it's like, Riker getting into trouble.
It's a terrible season 1 episode.
I like they have this is interesting. It's last. They've personalized products. You can get your own personalized certificate that you graduated from Starfleet Academy. Yeah.
Did you get that? You got these guys over here.
Hang that up in here.
Put that up there. See if anyone notices.
They have 80 personalized products. That's quite a few. And then finally is their safety net on the homepage. Sign up and save 15%. Oh, that's the coupon code I got at checkout. Was their newsletter opt-in. Any interior stuff? This site's all shopping. There's no content on here.
Well, because, I mean, if you notice that header, they have a link to StarTrek.com in the header.
Yeah, that's their core site.
Yeah. I mean, they have a good thing going where...
Well, in the footer, it's cool. It says it's got their other stores. There's a localized UK Star Trek store, a Canada store. the main CBS store, and then all these other Viacom stores, Comedy Central, MTV, etc. Connect with us.
No, but thank you.
I'm good.
Snow Commerce did all these. These guys are making bank.
Yeah, seriously.
They're better than
Very
us.
impressive.
They're cooler than us.
A little bit. Promotional disclosure. Yeah, there's no FAQ in here. I don't see that.
Well, I mean,
there's a blog. I'm surprised by the FAQ, and I'm surprised by the lack of size guide.
The lack of size guide is the biggest.
The blog is empty.
Block.
There's a link to the blog, but there's nothing in it. All right, I think this site is very good. It is very focused, and it worked because I saw some interesting merchandise and bought it. I don't. It needs size guides. My God, it sells almost entirely apparel.
Yeah, they need a better filtering app, and they need size guide. That would be our recommendations if they ever called us.
Other than that, this thing's sweet.
They also need to make a Star Trek series that is less serialized and just is throwing stuff up against the wall.
I don't think that is the Star Trek shop people's business.
I am telling them my thoughts no matter what.
Okay, let's end it there. I think we nailed this one.